Hey, what's up guys, it's your buddy Oscar back again. It's been a while since I made the last video, but things have been coming up here in Puerto Rico. Obviously, if you guys have been watching the news, we had the earthquake, then we had the aftershocks, power outages, and a whole lot of other stuff had been going on, so couldn't really do any more props. But if you guys saw the title and you saw the thumbnail, you know what exactly that we're going to be building today. We're going to be making a mold and a cast of the King Tyranno sword that I made in a previous video that you can actually go watch. If you click right here on this little spot right here, just click one of those cards and you can see the making of the 3D printed King Tyranno sword and basically how to finish it. But today I'm going to show you how I did a cast and a mold and what materials I did and exactly what materials I used. Everything that I'm using today, I actually bought on Amazon.com. If you guys are looking for where to get these, there will be a link in the description below. That way you can buy these materials. Smoothcast and Smoothon is basically all the stuff. The only things that I did not buy off of Amazon was the border that I actually did for the mold. That was actually some styrofoam foam board. Styrofoam foam board. And basically what I did was I cut it into several different pieces and, made a border that way for the silicone to be there and not go smush all the way around. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go on Amazon.com and I'm going to order the silicone and the resin that I need, which I'm going to need a good amount because you never know, because accidents do happen. If you don't buy enough, it's always good to buy more than guess that, a little bit will be fine. No. Just buy 2 or 3 cases of the resin because you never know, just in case, because things actually do happen if you don't know how to do math. Like myself, I don't know how to do math. It's going to take about a day to do this, guys. Maybe more. Don't know. So let's go into that. Let's go into make our order and just go right now.
Alright guys, so we have everything that we need here. We have our foam core from Walmart. We have some modeling clay. It's not like what a lot of people use. This is the best I can find around this area. So we're going to be using this. That's going to be going around the mold of the actual sword. And what we're going to be using is this silicone material, Oomoo 30. It's a pourable silicone, so this is actually going to be good. And we actually have our buckets right here. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio, so that makes it easy. So I think we're going to be using 4 of these, so I got 4 packs here. So we're going to use this 2 and this one right here, and we're going to make 1 full size. So since the blade is pretty thin, we don't really need a lot, so I don't have to buy so much of it. So you're going to see we're going to put our clay around the area right here as an even, like half of it. As you can see, it's not too fat, so it's not going to use a lot of material. And especially around the blade, it's very thin. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to mold it and cast it, because a 3D print sword could be pretty fragile, especially the thinner it gets into section, the easier it is to break off. So that's what we're going to do. And actually the mold is going to be able to get all of this beautiful, lovely detail that we have right here. So let's get into building up the pieces and see what we can make. Alright guys, so obviously I did not actually record the process of making the border around here. It's not the cleanest type of thing, because you can see it doesn't really match each side, but it did cover the whole thing, the base of everything. You can see like a little bubble here from where the the little detail area of the Zeo staff is right there. So, but everything is completely covered all the way down to the tip of the sword. So I've waited about an hour and it's already completely hardened. So what I'm going to have to do now is actually take off this border. I'm going to have to put another one on. So I'm going to take this one out, flip it over, take out the clay that's in there, because when you do molds, you gotta use clay to be able to do the half. So now what we gotta do is just take up and make it all messy. But you guys don't have to go through that. I'm just gonna.
2 days later.
All right, guys. So it is a couple days later. I was waiting for the material of the Smoothcast 300. So we finally have our Smoothcast. We got 2 cases of it right here. Got 2 trial kits. That's all I pretty much need because it's not a thick sword. And we have our sword, our King Tyranno sword or staff or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what to name this type of prop because it's a hybrid of the staff and the sword of Red Ranger and Zeo. So everything is completely sealed. I have it completely tight with rubber bands, so it's pretty sturdy. And we have an opening right here on the top. That's where we're going to actually pour in our material using a funnel that I recently bought here at a dollar store. So it wasn't even $1, guys.
What you talking about, Oscar?
It was $2.99. False advertising, not $1. So we're going to be taking our part A and part B of our Smoothcast 300. We're going to pour each one in each cup, a little at a time. I'm not going to go full force and pour everything in it all at once because there's going to be some swiveling going on around here to fill in the edges because, you know, some parts are thicker than others. So I want to, you know, swivel around, get some of the material in there before I end up getting to the top, because last thing I need is not be able to put anything. Last thing I want to do is not be able to get anything in these sections of the mold. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna, and then wait till we get all the way to the top, and then probably like little shake it up and down, shake it up and down. Make sure to get rid of some of the bubbles because there probably will be bubbles. But if anything, Bondo is where it comes in to help us. So let's get into making ours and shaking things up, putting the things in, and then demolding every little thing, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that it comes out good. And if anything, if it comes out good, I'll still be using the mold even if it comes out bad, because I will be fixing it so that way people can order a King Tyranno prop for their King Tyranno cosplay for 2020. So let's get to it, guys. All right, we're gonna take our part B. I think this is part B, and we're gonna get up.
This is Sparta!
Me doing this one-handed. I only have one free hand since I'm using a camera, so we got that. Do we need this? No. Don't mind that. So it says stir well before using. So it may say stir well, but we all know that we shake it up. You know, shaken, not stirred. So we're gonna shake it up a little bit here, and then shake it up. Hold on, make sure the top is. There have been a few times where, all right, gonna shake it up, and we're going to remove the tops, even though there is a slight film on it. So we're gonna put here, put there. All right, now we made our holes. Basically, if any of you guys are from around my time frame when I was born, you guys remember those cans of Kool-Aid and everything. You needed to put 2 holes that way. Circulation of air makes it a little bit easier. So we're going to take part A and part B, and we're going to put it in these 2 containers. So I'm going to make sure I have the right amount on each side, because it has to be an even amount. So, and I'm going to see if I can go up to 10 ounces on each one. So let's see, 10 ounces. If I overshoot, that's just a typical guy move. I think we're just going to go with, no, we're going to go 10. We're going to go 10. So 10 ounces there, and 10 ounces of part A, and then we're going to stir both of them. All right. And stirring we go. Da, 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 da. So, little stir here. I'm actually going to use 2 different sticks, that way I'm going to use 2 separate sticks. So, little stir right here. Little stir. Little magic. Wave that magic wand. Wave that magic wand. Wave that magic wand. Pew.
Alright guys, while we're waiting for this prop to set in the resin, we're just going to talk about something that I wanted to tell you guys before, and you guys have been waiting for this. I've had people asking me about it. It's time to announce that we are still going to be doing the raffle of the King Tyranno prop. We had a few people asking about it. We had some people put in some, and we had some people go into the Ko-fi and put in their bids to win this beautiful prop. But since things have gotten backed up and everything with the videos and the content and everything, guys, I decided to bring it back to let you guys know I did not forget. I did not forget. And now you guys can see in the video, the mold is made. The casting process has finally started to begin. So you guys have a chance to win a replica prop of the King Tyranno. I would say, I guess, sword, staff, I don't know, but I would mostly label it as a sword because basically that's what the majority of it is. So if you guys want to get a chance to win a beautiful casted prop of this, where you can finish yourself using the previous video of the King Tyranno build, which you'll see right here. You can just click on right here on the cards, and you can click on watching the video on how I painted it, and so you guys can know exactly to get the same effect that I got in the King Tyranno prop of the 3D printed version. So if you guys want to participate in winning this particular prop, all you have to do is go into the Ko-fi link right here. There will also be a link in the description below. So basically all you have to do there is to buy a coffee. You can buy either 1, 2, or 3 coffees. Every coffee is about $3. The more coffees you buy, the more chances that you have to win. So remember, if you want to win, you gotta play. To play, you gotta win. So remember, just go into that link, click on it, buy your coffees. Every donation that you guys will make into the raffle to get those coffees goes into more builds and eventually more raffles. And I do have a new Lord Drakkon helmet with another visor signed by Jason David Frank. It is the Evolution 2 version 2.0 of mine, King Tyranno, the Zeo version. So you guys are gonna get that. The Evolution 2 signed visor, a nice cool helmet. I got the visor signed by Jason David Frank. Luckily, I was lucky enough to get this thing signed, so I could do another raffle for you guys. So there are two raffles that you guys can participate in. You can either participate in the raffle for the Lord Drakkon helmet signed by Jason David Frank, or for the King Tyranno prop, or you can participate in both. Who knows? Maybe you could be lucky enough to actually win both of these props in one shot. So right now we're gonna go into another day and we're gonna check on the prop and see how the King Tyranno sword has come out of the mold. So I have positiveness that it's gonna come out great, guys. So let's go check it out.
Alright guys, so everything is now completely sealed and it's set. The mold has been made. We're just gonna take off this top, and I already cut the center of this, so get it. It's like we're gonna take it off. We're gonna take it off. Should I start from the back, or should I start from the top, or should I just go up in the middle and just toss over to the side? All right, so let's see what this baby looks like. Here we go. Here. Oh, lovely. Add a little coloring there. All the detail is in the staff, guys. All the detail is in the staff. Look at that. All of that detail, all that lovely detail, guys. Right there. Right there. Oh, good. Nice. All good. Now it's just ready for paint, which you guys already saw in a previous video. So I don't have to paint this. If you want to see how I painted the original sword, you got to go into the link right there in the corner. Click on one of those tabs right there, and you get to see that video. Well, let's just pull this baby out of the mold and get a nice, good look at this piece of loveliness prop of a King Tyranno sword. Feels a little sticky from the resin, maybe a little sticky. See? A little stick right there. Look. So let's just.
All right, guys. So we finally have the King Tyranno sword finished. It came out nice. There was a few bubbles here, like I did expect it to be, for being something so tall and dropping the resin in from the top all the way to the bottom. There are a few bubbles. There were some imperfections that I actually fixed up here with some spot putty and everything, just to fill in those little gaps, just to perfect it and just to fix it up. There was a lot of flashing on the side from where the resin did kind of sneak in to try to get out of the mold. But all in all, this thing came out so nice. It is more sturdy than the actual 3D print, which I gotta say, it gave its life to making the mold and the cast. Because sadly, when I pulled it out of the mold, it broke into about 4 to 5 separate pieces. The part here came off, this part disconnected from here, and this disconnected from this, and here came off like a big giant chunk. So luckily, I was able to make the full mold and be able to fix it up, and the mold is now able to make as many of these copies as I possibly want, or should I say, as much as you guys would actually want. So all in all, this thing is completely sturdy, guys. It is nice and strong. It is lightweight. It's kind of stiff, but it still has a little flex to it, so we don't have to worry about, like a little bit of a turn, what's called a break, but it is flexible, especially around here because it is the thinner section, so it's more flexible. But the Smoothcast 300 actually did a really good job. I did have a little bit of a problem early in the process because apparently when I did close up the mold, the bottom of the sword was not tight enough, so the resin actually leaked out of it and came out and left a puddle. So I had to redo it again. I ended up having to buy another trial kit of the Smoothcast 300 because I did not have enough with the 2 that I had. So luckily that did come in time. I was able to fix it and pulled out this beautiful mold that came out. I think I used about a kit and a half just to make this one sword, which is not too bad. So, but if you guys are wondering, am I gonna paint this? Am I gonna do something with it? Yes, because this is actually the first sword that was actually pulled out here is going to my friend Edward. You probably see her on the live streams a lot. She is going to be cosplaying as King Tyranno, so this is for her future cosplay as King Tyranno. And who knows? Maybe you'll see this at a con somewhere in Canada, maybe in the US one day, or probably find it on Google. And if you guys are curious, if you guys want to know if you can purchase your own, yes, these are going to be available for order. For anyone who is interested, you can either buy a raw casted version or one fully painted. And depending on where you are located, if you're located in the US or in Canada or somewhere overseas, that'll be depending on how much the price varies because of shipping. Overseas, shipping does cost a little bit more. So if you guys are interested, you can drop me a line anytime on Instagram, Facebook. Here, you can even leave it on the comments down below. So make sure that you guys hit me up and hit the smash. And don't forget, smash the like button if you guys love this sword and how beautiful it came out. Because this thing, I can say, is absolutely sexy. And it is a perfect size, the way I modeled this. And to see something that I modeled in the beginning in Fusion 360, and now to see it in its own real life form, I gotta say, I'm very happy, very proud. This is my firstborn child, guys. So I want to say sorry for being so gone all these months and everything. I'm not posting some content, but I will be posting more. Like I said, we had the earthquake earlier this past January, and then the tremors and the power outages. So I'm back. I'm still alive. I'm not dead. So I will see you guys next time. Remember, smash the like button, hit the comments down below, and check out the description. That way you guys can get links of where you can guys get material for like Smoothcast silicone or resin, or if you want to participate in the raffle for one of these swords, or should I say for one sword, or if you guys want to participate in the raffle for one of the swords of the King Tyranno, or getting the signed autograph visor of the Lord Drakkon Evolution 2, the helmet that I modeled, that you guys have probably seen on my Instagram. So you guys want to get a chance to win that, you remember, you got to go to the Ko-fi link that's in the description and hit that up. You can participate in either one of those raffles or both. If you like to, just make sure that when you buy your coffee to say which raffle that you're participating in. And remember, each coffee you buy is an entry. So you buy an entry for Lord Drakkon autograph helmet, or for the King Tyranno sword right here, make sure to let me know so that way I know which raffle you are participating in. So I want to thank you guys for joining me on this video and the making and the cast of the King Tyranno sword. And I'll see you guys again next time. Peace. Bye.